Hello there, I am Enemaku Ojochebe and welcome to Nation Watch. On this edition of the program, we will be talking about one of the presidential candidates of the 2023 elections. Now, you know that we're counting days down to the election now, but let me remind you, if you do not have a permanent voter's card, you will not be able to vote. But for those of you who have, make sure you dust them up and go out on election day. And I have with me here the president of the Northern Economic and Political Forum, NEPDEF, Babangida. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
I understand that your organization is rooting for one of the presidential candidates in the presidential elections, talking about Atiku Abubakar, Nigeria's former vice president.
That is
Let's
correct.
go straight to it.
That's correct.
Why is your organization rooting for him? Why are you supporting him? Why do you want him to be president?
Okay, thank you for your question, and thank you for having me, viewers. Let's go back to the days before the primaries. You know, Atiku is a brand. Atiku is more than a politician. Before the primaries, I was rooting for Nelson Wike.
Rivers State government.
Yes, Rivers State government. I was his biggest fan because of his development stride. All the he moved at the speed of light to build things, and I feel like we need to replicate this at the federal level. But again, after these primaries, I realized that Nelson Wike is not matured politically.
Is that what you think?
Yes, it's not what I think, it's what is playing out, because he is not a good loser. When he was feeling bad, it's normal. I mean, he lost the election to somebody that is not much to him. And, he started saying that the chairman should step down. He doesn't have a problem with Atiku Abubakar. It is on record. But again, later he started to insult Atiku. If we could have left PDP then, I will, hail him as a hero. But you stay and become enemy within and be making noise, and you turn yourself into, a comedy show every day. See, Nigeria need a president. Nigeria need a matured person.
Why do you believe that Atiku has got what it takes to lift Nigeria out of its current prevailing mess?
Atiku has a lot of things to show. Atiku was the strongest vice president in Nigeria during his time. Atiku was the brain behind a lot of things that Nigeria is enjoying today. Ranging from the GSM, our debt relief, and our foreign reserve, and our, we were the best economy in Africa. Atiku was a talent hunter. He was behind where the cabinet then, bringing people that matters to the cabinet, and they have achieved a lot. But people want to downplay his game. And, people keep saying Atiku is, he's so desperate. I say he's not desperate, because I need to make this clear. 1998, when Atiku went to Yola, with the northern leader elders to bring out Obasanjo from prison in Yola, I was in Yola that time. And Atiku asked the northerners to please stay out of the rest and allow the power to move to the south. Atiku is the only person. There is no politician living today in Nigeria that you can compare him to Atiku. Atiku has everything. Atiku has resources. Atiku has money. Atiku cut across all this country.
Let's talk about his political friend
Yes.
a little bit once more. Talking about Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike. Yeah. Now, he did say earlier that he was going to reveal the candidate he's going to support when the elections are closed. We are days down to the election now. Yeah. He hasn't quite revealed that yet. What do you think? Who do you think that Governor Wike will be rooting for?
I think, without the respect, Wike lacked the courage to come out publicly and say who he wants to he can't do that. This is a person that just 2 days ago he ran to the High Court to get injunction that they should not sack him from the party. People should have shame. They have family, they have children. They should be ashamed. You understand? He told us on TV that he will even go around the country with his candidate in January. We're in February. Why is that kind of, and let me tell you something. Wike is not rooting for APC, he's rooting for Peter Obi.
All right. Your organization, NetDev, what exactly have they done? You're the president, so have you maybe one or two projects or interventions that you have done to properly, sensitize Nigerian youths, particularly in the north where you're domiciled, to, like I said, sensitize Nigerian youths to get involved, participate in the governance and political process? What have you done so far?
I think our leaders weaponize hunger, because when people are hungry, it's easy to manipulate them and use them as a toggery, and it's the same thing that give rise to Boko Haram. This hunger, this weaponization of hunger, and denying people education. So what we do is that we go to the grassroots. We sit down with people under the tree where people are talking. We sit down with elders, we talk to them, we say, this is what we do, this is what you need to understand, this is where we are coming from, and this is what we are doing. So we have been touching, we were in Yobe, my team were in Yobe, Damaturu, different local governments, and we went to like 7 communities to talk to people in Yobe State, just around the end of January. So we talk to people from the grassroots, we talk to people, we make them understand that, look, you don't need to sell your vote. This rice they give you, this salt they give you, it will not last, 1 week.
There you have it, the President's Northern Economic and Political Development Forum, Babangida Hong. Yes. Thank you very much for coming.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
That's it on Nation Watch today. I am Nmaku.